Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into something pretty interesting that unfolded recently in the gaming and chess world.
Ah, yeah, you're talking about the DrLupo's situation at PogChamp 6.
Exactly that. DrLupo, and that's D-R-L-U-P-O, pronounced Dr. Lupo, just so we're clear, his exit from that tournament caused quite a stir.
It really did. And PogChamps, it's this big online chess thing hosted by chess.com.
Right, but it's not like top-level pro chess, is it? It's
No,
more for fun.
totally. It brings in streamers, celebs, athletes,
Yeah.
people who aren't necessarily chess wizards. The goal is really to introduce chess to, well, new crowds, break some viewership records.
Yeah, I saw some of the lineup for PogChamp 6. Like, you had Ebereki Eze, the soccer player, Mongrel, the Fortnite guy.
Inox Tag from YouTube, Steven Nadoroshik, the gymnast. A real mix. So the chess itself isn't always, brilliant. But it's popular.
Super popular.
Mm.
But Dr. Lupo's run ended, well, suddenly.
Yeah, suddenly is one word for it. The official word was that he was kicked out for a fair play violation.
And in online chess, fair play violation basically means one thing, right?
Uh-huh. It's pretty much code for cheating.
Okay, but here's where it gets a bit messy. Dr. Lupo himself, he initially posted on X, Twitter.
Right, I saw that. He said he was dropping out to, keep the competition fair?
Yeah, something about having the main PogChamp stream open on his other monitor. Said he saw moves he shouldn't have, called it a fuck-up, basically.
Yeah.
An accident.
But then chess.com came out with their statement.
And they didn't say he dropped out. They say he was removed.
Exactly. Removed for a fair play violation. Which sounds less voluntary, doesn't it?
Definitely less voluntary. And that difference, plus some stuff about his actual gameplay, that's what really got the chess community talking. Or maybe shouting.
Oh, yeah. The reaction, especially on places like Reddit, was pretty intense. People weren't really buying the, oops, I saw the stream explanation.
So what were they saying? What was the main pushback?
Well, one argument, I think it was from a user called Pistol Crab, was about the consistency of the moves. They were basically saying, look, accidentally seeing a move or two is one thing.
Right.
But playing maybe 20 moves in a row at a level way above your usual skill, that looks less like an accident and more like getting help from a chess engine.
A chess engine, meaning like computer software telling you the best moves.
Precisely. Software that analyzes the board and finds optimal plays. And that brings us to the other huge point people latched onto, the ELO ratings.
Ah, the skill levels. This is a big one, wasn't it?
Massive. So Dr. Lupo's rapid rating on chess.com was around 6 and 12. His opponent, Wolfie VGC, was rated 1340.
Wow. Okay. For people who don't follow chess ELO, how big a gap is that?
It's enormous, over 700 points. Think like a decent high school basketball player trying to beat a pro NBA star. The odds are astronomically against the lower-rated player.
Someone on Reddit, insert a good name, had a great analogy. They said it was like a 5-year-old suddenly writing like a grad student.
Yeah, that captures it pretty well, especially because Dr. Lupo actually blundered his queen earlier in the game. Losing your most powerful piece and then beating someone rated 700 points higher, it doesn't add up statistically.
It screams outside help.
Pretty much. Another user, Complex Emergency 60, compared it to a high school freshman beating Kobe Bryant one-on-one with one arm tied behind his back. It's that unlikely.
And it wasn't just the win. It was the way he played during that stretch. There was that quote going around.
Oh, from Majani Downs. From what's a horsey to I can see 15 moves ahead in 2 minutes, one.
Yeah, that one. It perfectly sums up how unbelievable the sudden skill jump seemed to observers. Yeah. It's just completely out of character for his rating.
And all this noise, all this analysis from the community, it seems like it eventually got through.
Because Dr. Lupo's story changed again, didn't it?
It did. Later on, during one of his own streams, he came clean. He admitted he actually did use a chess engine during that PogChamps game.
Okay, so a full confession.
A very direct one, yeah. He said things like, it sucks that I fucked up, and I deserve 100% of what people are saying. He even called using the engine to, quote, fix my own fragility, fucking pathetic.
Wow. So owning it completely then.
Seems like it.
Right.
He also apologized specifically to the chess community, to his own chat for breaking that trust, And he apologized directly to Wolfie VGC, his opponent, for lying about it initially.
It's quite a turnaround from the initial statement.
It is. And what makes it even more, let's say, complicated is this angle people brought up about hypocrisy.
How so?
Well, apparently Dr. Lupo has been really outspoken against cheating in other games he plays, like Escape from Tarkov. He's built part of his brand on, fair play.
Oof. Okay, yeah, that adds another layer. So getting caught doing the very thing you preach against.
Exactly. Sportskeeda reported on this too, saying the backlash was wider because of this, with some people even starting to question, his gameplay in other contexts, whether this was a one-off or something else.
Right. That's always the risk when something like this comes out. The trust erodes.
Absolutely. It highlights how seriously online communities take this stuff, especially with big figures.
So let's just quickly recap the whole thing. Dr. Lupo, pronounced Dr. Lupo, joins PogChamp 6, a fun celebrity-style chess tournament.
Gets removed for a fair play violation.
Initially says he accidentally saw moves on a second monitor.
But the community points to the massive elo difference between him and his opponent, the improbable win after losing his queen, and the engine-like quality of his moves.
Which leads to him eventually confessing on stream to using a chess engine.
Followed by apologies to the community, his opponent, and acknowledging his actions. And then there's the added context of his previous anti-cheating stance.
It really does hammer home the point about competitive integrity, doesn't it? Even in something like PogChamps, which is meant to be relatively lighthearted.
Definitely. It's not the world championship, but the expectation of fair play is still fundamental. Cheating undermines the whole point, whether it's for laughs or for millions. The community reaction really showed how much that trust matters.
So, wrapping up our deep dive today, here's maybe something for you, the listener, to think about. What does this whole incident tell us about the kind of pressures people feel in online spaces, even in seemingly low-stakes competitions? That temptation to find an edge, a shortcut.
And maybe also, how does the way the community responded, digging into the evidence, demanding accountability, how does that reflect the importance we place on fairness and honesty in, well, all our online interactions, not just gaming, makes you think?